Welcome to the build of Admiral Bank. I've been carrying this guitar body around for 20 years now, and my skills have caught up, so now it's time to finish this thing once and for all. So I'm just finding the most narrow part of the body and the widest part, measuring, finding the middle and marking the middle, the center line. And just start playing around with what it's going to look like when it's finished, sort of ideas, plans. The body's made of western red cedar, which I'm pretty sure you can't get anymore. It's 45 millimeters thick. The guitar scale will be a Les Paul scale, which is 24.75 inches. I bought a single coil soap bar pickup for the neck, and I bought a really nice vintage Mojo gold foil humbucker for the bridge. I'm very keen to hear what they sound like together. I bought a neck online. It's good to lay things out and see what it might look like eventually. So I start marking out where the pickups go and where the neck goes so I can get the scale right. I'm going to drill the bridge plate out for a sneaky little trick with the selector switch. I love brass plate, so this thing is going to get a lot of brass plate. So I mark and cut out the underlay brass plate for the bridge. Give it a bit of a polish and see what it looks like. Mark the drill holes as carefully as I can. This hole's for the selector switch. I've never seen a guitar with a selector switch where the tremolo arm goes before, but it's worth a try. Drill out the string holes and the mounting holes. And there you go. Still playing with layout ideas and what will look good with this shape. Finally, mark where the bridge goes. Admiral Bank, number 3. Keep everything in takeaway containers, keeps the dust off everything, and I can put silica gel in there to keep the moisture out. The grain of this wood is beautiful. And there's my selector switch, fits in beautifully. It's going to be a sneaky little trick. So I've marked where my neck pocket will be cut out. I don't have a template for this neck pocket, so I'm going to have to make my own. The tape around the drill bit lets me know what depth to go to. I always make it about 2mm shy of the final neck pocket router measurement. That first hole was very scary. It's been a long time. As soon as I drilled into the wood, it smelt like an antique shop. This wood was 50 years old before I got it, and I've had it for 20, so, you know, it's a 70-year-old piece of wood. So of course I take my time, because there's no way I could replace this piece of wood. So I've roughly drilled it out. I chisel the edge of the neck pocket and take out the waste. I think I went down to a depth of 17mm. Always clean up after yourself, don't be a grub. So now I'll get the neck to fit as best I can before I router. The router is really just to clean up the edges and to get the final depth. I use the neck plate to scrape down this double-sided tape on these pieces of wood which I'm going to use as my template. And make sure it's square. You notice the wood doesn't join up completely. It's because the neck pocket actually narrows as it leaves the body. The end of the neck pocket is 55mm and the end of the body is 52mm. I set my router bit. It's a top bearing router bit which will run along the edge of the template. Now you've got to take this thing very slowly, a couple of millimeters at a time. See how the bearing sits on the side of the template. The depth is set for another couple of millimeters and the sides shouldn't be affected by repeat passings. I drill the holes for the neck. Drill the screws down so just the points are pointing through. Then you can push the neck into the pocket and it leaves an impression of the screws. Set my depth with the tape. Perfect fit.
Got so many questions.
It's such a wide body. I've never seen another guitar like it. I do like the sharp edges though. Now I mark where my humbuckers are going to go. These templates are great. The mounting screws are the same screws as the pickup screws, so we can use them to hold the template down. I'm going to go down 25 millimeters. And I'll set my tape on my drill bit at 23. Take all the corners out first, get as close as I can to give the router less work to do. Take out as much waste as you can with the drill bit. Then I'll chisel out the rest. Always cut around the edge first before you chisel out so you don't splinter the wood off the edge of the body. That's a nice clean router hole. And they fit in quite nicely. Starting to look good. Decided to make a bit of a different pick guard for this thing. Has a European Eastern Bloc feel to it, I think. I made a little brass button for the selector switch. Made a nice plate for the back with a pick guard, and the headstock just seemed to work straight away. I love that design. Plugged it in, it made no sound, and I thought, oh no, what's happened? And then I strummed it and it sounded amazing, so there was zero hum. I did shield the inside of the electronic compartment with some aluminium shielding. Thanks for watching my second video on guitar building. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll see more videos of me building stuff, especially guitars.